I don't know how on earth we're still in this title race, but somehow we are. Hello there folks, it's TIJ and welcome to episode 9 of season 2 of our Football Manager 2018 Let's Play with Arsenal in our last season at a new era at the Emirates Stadium. And today we have two massive games in the future of our season, of course our last season on this game. The first one is a derby against Manchester United, our old mate, wouldn't quite call him that, Jose Mourinho, and then we play against Atletico Madrid in the quarter-final of the Champions League. Now, I did mention in the intro that I don't know how on earth we're still in this title battle, because if you manipulate the statistics, we've actually won 2 in 7. We've won 1 in 5. It's not looking good at all. We've lost 4 of our last 5 Premier League games, which begs to say how on earth we're still in this title fight, but I still don't know. We'll talk about what's happened though since the last time you were with me. Last time you were with me, we knocked out Benfica. That was all lovely. And then we lost to Bournemouth, which was just so annoying. We were on a good run after beating Benfica, and I thought, good, those 2 games before are just a blip, but not at all. Not at all. We lost to Bournemouth. Ian Robben scored a goal. Brilliant, thumbs up. His first goal since returning from injury. But then Bournemouth just pounced and scored 2 goals, and that was it. And then we played away from home against Southampton. It was a bit peculiar, actually, because a few players were on international duty. You'll notice that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang isn't in there, and a few other players weren't in there. So Eddie Nketiah got one of his first games, and I want to say that he did quite well, but he's actually played 5 under-23 games since that game. Jesus, that's crazy. So, yeah, 1-0, 6.6, but Lacazette missed a penalty. So we could have got a draw, we could have got more, but Southampton scored and we simply had no reply. So how on earth are we going to do anything against Manchester United today? Well, that is the definite question. In training, I've been working this week on team cohesion. I've been changing a few of the tactics up. I had a team meeting with the team, they were quite happy. But the team for today's game against Manchester United is as follows, pardon me. Bert Leno starts in goal with Liechtenstein as a bit of experience in the back 4, which includes himself, Holding, Rugani and Alonso. The reason that Matip's not there, Matip has been injured. He's out for a few weeks. He was injured against Southampton and he's got a twisted ankle. So he's not going to be playing any part in certainly today's game against United. Alonso plays at left back with Torreira and Ramsey in the midfield. Robben and Welbeck start in the attacking positions. Hesse is rested for today just because he plays a lot of matches. I mean, I'm fairly sure he's played a lot more matches than Welbeck this season, but he's got an average rating of 7.3, which you have to say he's done very well. Welbeck's played 22 with an average rating of 7.19, so it's iffy. And Aubameyang and Lacazette, who have got over 50 goals between them this season, start up front. I am quite worried about this game against Manchester United, but if we can win, I didn't actually show you the Premier League table, I will do now. And just a quick note, apologies about the lighting, it's October heatwave season, which apparently exists. And the sun is blaring outside. So, if you look at the Premier League, we are only 6 points off the top of the table. And if we win today, obviously we make the gap to Manchester United 3 points less. And potentially if Chelsea lose and Man City lose, then we're only 3 points off the top. This is why that happened. Because last weekend when we played, let's just have a quick look. City lost to Everton and Chelsea lost to United. So, 3 of the top 4 lost last weekend. Obviously, we got beat by Southampton. Let's not talk about that. I completely disagree, to be honest, with Steve Bold, because he reckons there's no pressure on us. Well, I've kind of just said we've got nothing to lose, but we have, really. We have been top of the table for a long time this season. And do we deserve to win? Yeah. With things out of your hands, do you really think Arsenal can become Premier League champions? I've never given up hope, and neither have any of the players. Quite right. And I have to say that the first half of this season, we didn't put a foot wrong, really. We lost those 2 games, didn't we? We lost those 2 games. And then after that, we went on a really good winning streak. And that very much built up our, first 40 points potentially. And that was lovely. But it seems that since roughly the start of February, things have got a bit pear-shaped. We lost the Carabao Cup final. As I've just said, we've lost 3 of our last 4 Premier League games. That's bound to have a negative effect on the players. So we've changed a little bit today. That's poor from Leno. He should have just picked that one up. We've changed a few players around today, put our best squad out, but I'm not changing too much because it's clearly a formula that works. So I am probably putting it down to a bit of player morale, a bit of being unlucky because inevitably you are going to lose 1 or 2 matches each season, and hopefully we won't lose again because we need to win every game now. Not so much in the Champions League, But in the Premier League, we need to be winning every single game just to make sure that we have the best chance possible of winning this title. I'm actually going to go and put the light on. I'm going to keep talking while I do that, because why not? But I'm just going to put the light on, because the light is looking a bit dodgy, to say the least. So, that looks a lot better. We look a lot better now. I'm going to go back to counter-attacking, though, because it seems that they are absolutely dominating us. Let's try and pass into space. More disciplined, yeah, that looks all good to me. But we'll look for the overlap instead and work it into the box. See how that changes things. Because even though United are massively dominating this game, they're not really threatening that much, it's clear, because they've got 2 shots on target out of 14, and we've only seen 1 highlight. So they can't be threatening that much, but the amount of shots they have on is certainly worrying. Marcus Alonso with a free kick. Matic gets it. This could be the first goal of the game. Don't look good. Alex Telles, though, on the ball for Manchester United. Brings it over to the wing, puts it into the box, and Leno, safe hands. I don't quite get why we're not dominating games. Well, not dominating, but why other teams are dominating games against us. Because we're going on attacking, then we're going on counter-attacking, and either way it's going, we're being dominated. I'm not quite sure why. And they've took the lead. Flipping marvellous. That was shocking. We might have to look at the tactic. I mean, we've got a good defensive structure. All our players are on defending. Might change to a full-back on support. See how that changes things. But really, we've got a deep line playmaker on defend. Maybe make Ramsey a box-to-box. Welbeck on support. But if you don't have as many players on attacking, then you don't have that attacking support. Simple as. So whether teams have just figured us out, I genuinely just really don't know. Opposition instructions, could that be down to it? I don't know. But it just feels like we're pinpointing daft errors and things that we're just going to go, hold our hands up and say, well, that's not our fault. But I don't quite get what's going on. I mean, look at this. Leno put the ball upfield and we lost it straight away. And Lukaku put it over to Sanchez, not really challenged. And Liechtenstein just heads it into our Mata. And I just think after the start we made, after the real good chance to win this Premier League, we've basically only gone and bottled it. Because if we lose this game, we're 9 points off the Premier League leaders. We may as well say sayonara, goodbye, au revoir, whatever language you want to say. And speaking. Because there's 6 games left after this one, and we are going to be, 9 points is going to be the maximum. 9 points behind Manchester United. At least if we win today, we're only 3 points behind United. And the maximum, we're only going to be 2 points behind City. But to be honest, with how bad we're looking at the back and how sloppy we're looking at the back, I wouldn't be surprised if we get hammered here. But we need a bit of good fortune, which hopefully might come now, courtesy of Torreira. But he's just been mugged by Alexis Sanchez there. Higuain on the ball for Manchester United. Higuain runs it past Ramsey. But Ramsey's still putting the pressure on. This is good. Lindelof to Pogba. Pogba to Matic. Mata. Higuain. Good interception, but it's going to go straight back to them. Sanchez. Higuain. Good save from Leno, but I think what we're going to have to do is try and retain possession. Play the ball out defence, but do hit early crosses. And then go, maybe a bit of a normal defensive line. That seems like it's realistic. But let's just go back to basics. Let's go very fluid. Let's try and, get the team working together. As I've said before, oops, sorry about that. As I've said before, we've been doing a little bit of team cohesion this week. Whether that's working or not, I can't quite tell, but that's the aim. We want to just encourage the players and really get their mental state correct, because I do genuinely think that possibly could be a mental thing. Because you don't become bad footballers all of a sudden. It might be because I'm a bad manager, I don't know, but you don't become bad footballers all of a sudden. There's got to be something mentally that's up. Oh, come on, Leno, just take the kick. But just look where our players are positioned now. Rob Holding's in decent space, Alonso's in space, Regani's in space, Welbeck's in space, but then you've got a few gaps where really we shouldn't be playing it. But you can guarantee he'll play the back ball right up to Lacazette, and then we'll lose the ball. I don't quite get that, because we're not on prevention of short goal distribution. There's a lot of opportunities. Rob Holding, Regani and Alonso are all free, but he boots it up to the player that's being marked. I just don't understand that at all. So that's not very good. 1-0 down. I'm just going to have a go at the players, because what else should I do? I can't really say, oh, you've been unlucky, because I think that going in hard on the players, it has more of an effect. If you keep doing it every game, then fair enough, it's not going to have much of an effect, granted, but we need to be doing something. Mata into the box. to Higuain. Good stuff from Aubameyang clearing. But again, it goes straight to Alexis Sanchez. It's completely against the point because they come straight back in again. Tellez into Higuain. But Rob Holding gets it. And again, he gets it out and he goes straight to the player. Why are they rushing so much? Why are they rushing? Just retain possession and then maybe make a few opportunities. But, you know, take a few opportunities and they're 2-0 down. How can a team this good screw this up so badly? It's ridiculous. It's genuinely like they don't want it. I'm not watching that. The only reason why I can think that these stupid passes are going on is because we've got passing to space on. But if you're going to pass into space, don't chuck it up to the player who's being marked, Leno. We can get a goal back though now. It would make things a lot better. Welbeck into Lacazette. Shocking. But we're on the attacking prowess now. You should think so. You should think we're on the prowl now. Ramsey to Welbeck. Into the box. Oh no. Dispossessed by Lindelof. Pogba. And they can really get it out no problems. We're putting pressure on, but they can get it out no problem. Look, Lukaku's just nearly mugged us off there. And Rob Holding might still be mugged off, but a decent pass from Rob Holding to Welbeck. To Ramsey. To Torreira. Now we're not passing it to space. I know I've put not to do that, but now that's just a stupid pass. See, Ramsey could have made that pass before. But now you make a stupid pass, and that just lets Manchester United in 1-on-1, and it's 3-0. And it's so frustrating because the team instructions aren't for the players to do that. The team instructions are for the players to retain possession. Well, not so much retain possession, but don't pass into space. Don't be stupid about it. To be honest, I don't think whatever I do here is going to make a difference. Could be 4-0 now. And it is. 1-on-1 again. Higuain, 1-on-1 with Leno. It could be 4-0. Fair play to Leno. He's stopped it. But if we argue about 1-on-1s, they could be 6-0 up. And it's so annoying because you work hard all season to go for it. We're just going to have to go for it now in terms of, you know, just boot the ball up all the time. But 4-0. It's unbelievable. How come it out? Oh, well, I just don't get it. I really don't get this game sometimes. We're out the title fight now. There's no way that we're going to get back into this title fight. So, let's just hope something goes well in the Champions League. Because we've bottled the Carabao Cup. We've bottled the Premier League now. We might as well just change the formation for the crack. No, we can't do that. Let's put Hesse there. Because Welbeck's had a shocker. Bring Torreira off as well. Guendouzi can come on. You can be an advanced playmaker. Attacking fullback. We might as well just go for it, to be honest. It's just so annoying when you've worked hard all season. You've done well all season, to be fair. And a few games can just break you. A bad spell of form, and it's all over. Whereas, you know, a team like United or City weren't really there at the start. But because they're playing teams like us who can't pick a pass at all, are playing dreadfully, then they're benefiting from that. And it's just so annoying. If you look at our Premier League stats, well, we could be out of the top 4. I wouldn't be surprised the way it's going. We're just having an absolutely dreadful run of form. And is a change of formation the reason for it? I don't know. I don't know whether we need to change formation. I don't think we do. But we're just being outplayed. We are just being outplayed. I fiddle around with the instructions. And we were just playing so well at one point. But now, we don't even get a chance. We might get one chance here to get one back. But is it really going to matter? Look, Hesse's running by himself. Is anybody there? Lacazette's slowly slobbering into the box. And we can't even get that one back. Rob Holding to Ramsey. Ramsey, back to Regani. Regani to Ramsey. Just painful. And I don't know how on earth we're going to think we're going to do anything in the Champions League. We're final down. Jesus Christ. I don't think we've had this bad a game as Arsenal manager. 28 shots to our 4. I don't get how. We've got a good defensive line. Really. The tactic's solid, and we're just being mugged. And United aren't that good. They're a decent side, but they're not. They shouldn't be knocking 7 bells of rubbish out of us. And it's probably likely to be 7-0 now. No, 6 games to go. I don't even think second's going to be realistic now. Because Chelsea are more than likely going to win their game. So that's going to be 9 points to both Chelsea and United. And if City win, that's 5 points. So I can't believe it, but I think we're actually going to finish in the same position that we did last year. It just seems so unjust considering the good start we had really up to February, and then it's just all gone to pot. Completely. And how do you get a team to get out of that rut? You might well change formation, but the players I've got really dictates that formation. I've built a squad. I haven't really changed many players, granted, but you build a squad for a formation. You don't build a squad and then go change the formation just because we're doing rubbish. But it's all a pendulum, isn't it? You know, we're doing shocking. Morale's down. Even if you change your formation, is that enough? But to be getting beaten 5-0, every team's going to look at you and go, huh, you're rubbish. But actually, is that a good thing? Potentially. You know, you can get the whole complacency argument, but I certainly think the Premier League's going to be over. The Premier League's over, and really the league is definitely the one I want to win. But after that, there's no way we're going to come back and win the league. No way. It's all over. And to be honest, do we deserve it? No, we don't deserve to win the Premier League. No way. So, we're going to go and play against Watford off camera, and then I'll bring you back to the Emirates, where we'll play against Atletico Madrid in the first leg of the Champions League quarter-final. Well, the one game that you don't see, we win. We beat Watford after losing in the Carabao Cup final to them a few games ago. 2-0. Aubameyang and Lacazette got a goal each. But, unfortunately, both of our, wingers both got injured. Slightly injured, though. They're both pretty much back for this game, but they're not going to be playing. Welbeck and Ian Robben both getting a bruised ankle, so neither of them are on the bench, just in case for today. We have got two very decent and capable wingers in Mkhitaryan and Hesse who fill in for them, but apart from that, no changes, because to be quite frank, we beat Watford. We got hammered by Manchester United, which, by the way, Bert Leno paid 120,000 for, what was it, fan receipts? So, that's fair enough, but different challenge today in Atletico Madrid. Look at that squad. Ugh. Diego Costa, wow. Do we tell them to go and have some fun? No, we tell them to go out and grab a win. Left Tony Welbeck out. Yeah, he's tired. He's knackered. But that was a good game against Watford. First win in a while. And it was well needed after the game against United. I didn't really change much. It was pretty much the same squad. But I thought, no, we'll keep it the same as against United. But you can bet your backside that we'll lose today because it's on camera. Hesse. Oh, Jimenez gets it to Godin. This is good pressure put on early, though, by us. Completely different to the other day. I'll be saying this, though, and I'm probably going to score now. Gelson Martins on the wing to Angel Correa into Costa. Costa. What a weird shot that was. But it was a real chance for Real Madrid. See, that was before they actually put that on the screen. So, I do know my stuff. I don't just ramble on. But are both of them one away from a suspension? Oh, just worse discipline. So, if we close them down and annoy them, then, yeah, we can get them sent off. We can rile them. So, that's exactly what we'll do. But we're not going to do any of this silly hard tackling, because I just don't see the point. What we're just going to do is close down Costa and put pressure on, and put pressure on Correa as well, and put the players on the wings on their weaker foot. I feel like that's when it's most advantageous, but let's focus more on our own game, I'd say. So let's pass into space. It didn't seem to work last time, but oh well. Maybe look at crosses, yeah, but we're going to run to the defence rather than dribble less, because it feels like that we played some stupid passes in some games, and I think we'll have a bit of a run, have a bit more of a run. Don't feel pressure to pass it straight away. Ramsey to Hesse. Hesse to Lacazette. Held the ball a little bit too long. That's just completely contradicting what I just said. But what a I can't even speak. But Lacazette had a shot there which narrowly missed. It was a right whack of a shot, if you like, and it just missed. Aaron Ramsey. Back to Mkhitaryan. Good 1-2 there from both of them. Into the box for Aubameyang. Ooh, just over the bar. Have we lost a Champions League game this year? That's a good... We've lost one against Milan, but apart from that, we haven't lost. So we've played... Who we played against? Is it just Benfica in the first knockout round? Was it just Benfica? No, we haven't had played a game before that, I don't think. So, this is a massive match. The other games are... Well, I didn't actually show you the draw, but the other games are... I think it's Juventus and Bayern Munich, Chelsea and Real Madrid, and Manchester United and Valencia, which are pretty scary ties. But if we get through, we just know that two of those teams have gone out, which isn't really a peaceful thing because there's still three bloody good teams in there. But say Valencia, Juventus against Bayern, who would rather get through there. I mean, that's the tough one. And Chelsea, Real Madrid. But I'd rather Chelsea get through, because we know we can beat Chelsea. Real are a bit of an unknown quantity. So Chelsea, Valencia, ourselves, and let's say Juventus for argument's sake. Would probably be the best four. But I certainly don't want to play United again. Certainly not after that 5-0 loss. That'd be good for us. But we've got to get past Atletico Madrid first. But I do fancy ourselves against Atletico. But you just simply never know. Lacazette to Aubameyang. Aubameyang has a shot that's just off the... Well, not off the post, but just slightly off the post in terms of length. Not off the post now, but just slightly a bit further away from the post. Apparently we're getting shots on goal, but too far away to be a regular threat. I completely understand that. I can see that's happened a few times. It's just logic from Steve Bold. Good lad. But apparently we've dominated this half, which is lovely, because we didn't dominate... Well, we haven't dominated any games for a while. It's clear that this whole team cohesion thing's doing us a little bit better. The players believe in me again. There's a little bit of a blip. But we've got to go and win some games to now prove that this is actually going well. What we don't want to do, we don't want to concede. I'd take a 0-0 because it means that it's advantageous going to Spain, because obviously they haven't got an away goal, but it's not over yet, so we can't talk like that just yet. But we're nearly 60 minutes in. Mkhitaryan's apparently having a really good game at 7.3. What's Torreira doing? If that's a goal now, I'm really going to get annoyed. I'm really going to get annoyed. What was Torreira doing there? It's now open an attacking opportunity for them. But fair play to Torreira. He goes back and gets the ball back. Mkhitaryan, can he increase his rating from 7.3 by getting an assist into the box for Lacazette? Lacazette to Hesse, shoots! Oh, that's just wide. Hesse back in again. But the right back, whatever his name is, Vershkalko, whatever his name is, I don't know. Vershkalko. Let's go with that. I might be saying that again. Torreira. See, he keeps popping up all the time, this right back. We'll just call him the right back. Puts it forward to Costa, then to Martinelli, one-on-one with Leno. But Leno saves. Good hands from Leno. Considering he conceded 5 in the last match, I have to say, I do quite like Leno as a goalkeeper. He's a solid pair of hands. I'm going to change both of our central midfields, bring Guendouzi and El Neni on. Change them about and put El Neni as a Carolero instead. And that looks good to me. I'd like to get a goal and win this game, because 0-0's always a bit of a boring game. Man United 1-0 up against Valencia, and also if we get one goal, it's a bit more empowerment going back there. It's 2-0 there to Manchester United. 2 quick goals. Hopefully we can get the same and it not be done to us. Mkhitaryan. Coming more central. I like that. Aubameyang through to Lacazette. Lacazette. Oh, it's just off the post. It had beaten the keeper as well. That's so unfortunate. We're going to make our last sub. And we're going to bring... Let's bring some young legs on. Let's try someone different. Can Nelson play on the left? He can. Let's play Reece Nelson. Bit of young power. 10 minutes to give him. Apparently he's a wonder kid. Let's see what he can do. And I think that's the best thing that you can do to motivate a player. Bring a young player on. Ozil might be a bit cheesed off, but he seems to be tired regardless. I know. I had my drink on video. It's shocking. Right. 6 minutes to go. Can we make our dominance into a goal? I've had 20 shots, 12 on target, fantastic, but no conversion. At the moment, we've got a 0% conversion rate, which doesn't matter whether we have 1 or 20 shots, we need a goal. Decent stuff from Anani, but it's just straight back to them. Angel Correa, surely not. Costa, one-on-one, can Rob Holding beat him? He can't. Costa, it's a poor shot, and we got out of jail free there. But at least Holding put a bit of pressure on, I like that. Can we get a late goal? 2 minutes to go. Got a late free kick, Alonso. Into Lacazette, it's been straight out. I was hoping it would be a penalty then, but clearly not. It's a counter-attack opportunity now for Atletico Madrid. That's exactly what we don't want to happen. Martins on the edge of the box. He gets past Regani into the box. No! Oh dear. Castellejo puts it in the back of the net. Thanks 1-0 Atletico. We really didn't want that. We would have took 0-0. But, I'll tell you what. Watch the first 5 episodes of this season just to prove that I'm a decent manager, please. Just assure me. Because the last few episodes have been an absolute disaster. But we have got one more chance. Nelson. Oh, unfortunate there. Is that going to be it? Regarding needs to hoof it right back up if we're going to have any chance. Leno to Lichtsteiner. No, they get the ball back. He's read the game well there, to be fair. Chucked it out for a throw-in. And that should be it for that game. So that means that we have to go and beat... Well... Doesn't actually matter if we win 1-0, it goes to extra time. And that will be the video, well, it will be in the video that comes out on Friday. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I can't really say I have too much, but nonetheless, you know, our season's pretty much over. If we don't win in the Champions League next game, it's been a big failure like last season. No competition wins last year. Probably no competition wins this year. But we've still got the Champions League. We can still fight. And the Premier League's not over until it's mathematically impossible. But I'll be back on Friday for another episode. The second leg of the quarter-finals of the Champions League. That's a tongue twister. Not a mouth twister, a tongue twister. And then we'll probably be playing the first leg of the Champions League semi-final as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I've been TIJ and I'll see you guys on Friday for another goal-packed episode of Football Manager 2018. Thank you so much for watching, folks, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.